I tell my story. I'm this young kid that had this crazy dream of becoming an Olympian. I was told, even though everybody loved me, but they said, man, that dream is impossible. That dream is crazy to become an Olympian. Not only become an Olympian, but an Olympic champion and a world-class track and field athlete. It's impossible. Well, in many ways, the way that everybody would tell me that I can't do something, this fairy tale of the gingerbread man is the same thing. This little old lady makes a cookie, and he was made for one reason and one reason only: to be a cookie and to be eaten. I have this saying with Go Be More that just like the gingerbread man, so the logo is this little runner guy, this little gingerbread guy. And what he's doing is, in the fairy tale, we're born into, I believe that I took it from this fairy tale, that what the cookie was experiencing. So he's this little cookie, he's born into the world, and the little old lady wants to eat him. He was born just to be eaten. But this fairy tale character comes to life, right? He becomes #more than a cookie. More than a cookie. He runs out the window and he starts running down this path, and he's pursuing something more. Because he wanted to go be more. And I'm like, wait a minute, we're born into a world that wants to tell us who we are, that wants to consume our dreams before we even have a chance to chase them, to fulfill them, to identify them, and to become who we were born to be. That cookie didn't want to do that. And I said to myself, man, if a little cookie can do it, we can do it. Because we're just like him. We're born into a world that wants to tell us who we are, and that wants to consume our dreams, and before we even have a chance, is telling us who we are and what we're supposed to be. But the cookie came to life, and him coming to life, that's the first part of it. For all of us, we have this thing in us that's the moment we're born, that thing is born too. And that's the energy with which we live our lives. And I call that our dreams. But when we don't chase our dreams, we stop living our lives, and we start just living in this survival mode. We're just kind of getting through it. Life is not meant to be survived. It's meant to be lived. And so the gingerbread man, he came to life because he wanted to be more. He wanted to go be more, GBM. And even though he gets eaten by the fox at the end of that story, I remind people that story doesn't end with the fox eating the gingerbread man, because we are the gingerbread man, and our story is the continuation of that story. Our job is to continue to go be more than what we were born into, be more than what the world says we can be, because we have dreams. And I believe that if we chase those dreams, that the world will chase us, that we can become what the world is chasing, just like the gingerbread man. That's my message. That's what I've discovered. So I said, I got to tell everybody that. Of course, I can't physically be everywhere at once. So I said, I'm going to create something that can. A t-shirt, a hat, shoes. And so he's running down this path past all these different characters. And in my mind, they represented the obstacles in our lives. So each character could represent our fears or our doubts, or a good relationship or a bad relationship, or some type of common obstacle that we face in our lives that can become a hindrance to forward progression and become a distraction from who we really are, and as some source of discouragement. So my theory is that when you know what your dreams are and you begin to chase your dreams, just like this gingerbread man, you will come to life. You will become more than a cookie, and that every single thing on your path towards your dreams will be one that you can overcome, because it will not be able to stop you, because you will know who you are. And when you go be more, just like this character who is being chased by everybody. You guys remember what he would say when he's running by the cow or the pig or the old man or something that's trying to chase him? Do you remember what he tells them? He says, you can run as fast as you can, but you can't catch me, because I'm the gingerbread man. He knows who he is, and he tells you, and he says, you can't catch a person that's chasing their dreams. And I hope that all of you guys will take a moment to identify the dreams that keep you up at night, the dreams that you daydream about during the day. I truly believe that it is these things in us that keep us up at night, that come to us because we're the ones that were chosen to bring those dreams, those ideas, and those passions to life and into the world, so that the world can become a better version of itself, just like we would become a better version of ourselves and the truer version that we were born to be of ourselves.